Hi, I'm David Neese with EV World News. From EV breakthroughs to clean energy milestones, here's what moved the industry this week.
We'll begin with Stellantis. The company has canceled development of the fully battery electric Ram 1500 pickup truck. Instead, it will prioritize the Ram 1500 REV, which uses a gasoline engine as a range extender. The electric-only version had been targeted for release in 2026, but Stellantis now says the first deliveries of the REV are scheduled for late 2025. Moving to Rivian, the automaker has recalled 24,229 of its R1T pickups and R1S sport utility vehicles from model year 2025. The recall addresses a defect in the highway assist system that could cause the driver assist feature to shut off unexpectedly. Rivian says the problem can be corrected through an over-the-air software update, which has already begun rolling out. Tesla's U.S. market share dropped to about 38% in August, the lowest since 2017. While total electric vehicle sales in the United States continued to rise, Tesla's growth lagged competitors. Ford, Hyundai, and General Motors gained ground by offering strong incentives ahead of the federal credit deadline at the end of September. A major federal policy change is coming soon. On September 30th, the $7,500 credit for new electric vehicles and the $4,000 credit for used electric vehicles will both expire. At the same time, federal rules that allowed solo electric vehicle drivers to use carpool lanes will also come to an end. Dealers report more shoppers are finalizing purchases before the deadline. In commercial fleets, Amazon has begun testing BrightDrop Zevo 600 electric delivery vans from General Motors. The vans are being added to U.S. delivery routes as part of Amazon's plan to cut emissions across its logistics network. Amazon already operates thousands of Rivian-built electric vans nationwide, and BrightDrop is now being evaluated as an additional supplier as the company moves toward its goal of net zero carbon emissions by 2040. Meanwhile, in Texas, Conduit Power and ENGIE have launched a project to supply backup electricity for new data centers. The sites will combine natural gas turbines with large battery storage systems. The batteries will respond instantly to load spikes, while the turbines handle longer demand until permanent grid connections are completed. Toyota has recalled nearly 600,000 vehicles in the United States. A separate defect has also triggered stop sales for several Toyota, Lexus, and Subaru electric models that share the same components. Dealers have been told not to deliver the affected vehicles until repairs are made, tightening inventory at a critical time. Lucid Motors has announced plans to release lower-priced versions of its vehicles. The first will be the Gravity Touring Sport utility vehicle, scheduled to arrive later in 2025 with a starting price of $79,900. The higher-spec Gravity Grand Touring is listed at $94,900. Lucid says additional affordable trims will follow as the company works to expand its market reach and grow deliveries. On the policy front, 13 U.S. governors have formed a coalition to expand access to electric vehicles. The group intends to coordinate state-level strategies and share best practices. Organizers say the work will continue even after federal purchase credits end later this month. A new report from Ernst & Young projects that the United States will not reach 50% electric vehicle sales until 2039. That's 5 years later than previously estimated. The delay is attributed to the expiration of federal incentives and to higher financing costs facing consumers. Turning to Wall Street. On September 11th, U.S. stock indexes closed at record highs. Tesla was among the companies helping to lift the market. Investors are positioning for a possible interest rate cut by the Federal Reserve, which could reduce borrowing costs for both automakers and car buyers. National Drive Electric Month is underway with events across the United States. Plug-in America and partner groups are offering test drives, demonstrations, and information sessions. The campaign is designed to give potential buyers direct experience with electric vehicles before federal credits expire on September 30th. VinFast, the Vietnamese automaker, has delayed the opening of its planned factory in North Carolina until 2028. The facility was originally scheduled for 2025 and had promised 7,500 new jobs. The company cited financing challenges as the reason for the delay. And finally, Global data shows electric vehicle sales rose about 15% in August compared with last year. That growth rate is slower than earlier in 2025. In the United States, however, August is expected to have set a new record for market share as buyers accelerated purchases ahead of the credit deadline.
That's it for this week's EV World Update. I'm David Neese. Don't forget to subscribe and catch our live podcasts every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with Bill and Mike. See you next time.